States as to how to handle the endemic problems among the banking community and the approach to bankruptcy of so many countries. And today, the Europeans backed off and said they're going to use QE2 type of injection of money and credit into the banks in Europe so that they'll be able to hang on as Greece, Ireland, Portugal, and Spain, and perhaps even Italy go bankrupt. There's absolutely no way they can get them out. They can't bail them out. It's just too expensive. Between that group, 5 countries, the cost will be $3 to $5 trillion. I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Bob?
And that means that the Eurozone will break up, and probably the European Union, and the average German will just love that, because they didn't want to be in there in the first place.
And neither does anybody else, according to the polls. Now, let's go back to the fact that they've announced this week that they are going to cut 2 million veterans' government insurance and cut pension funds. I mean, that is really a bold move.
That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And, you know, if it hits the fan, they're going to have to deal with these people. And these people are hardcore, intelligent professionals. I mean, I would not want to be in Washington or New York City when I get these guys and ladies mad. And it's sure to happen. I mean, how do they think for 1 second they can get away with that? That's horrible.
They're openly doing it. I mean,
that's even worse than cutting Social Security.
And again, they keep saying, oh, well, it's to pay off the debt. This won't pay off any of the 1.5 quadrillion. This is all going to the bankers. You got to get rid of the bankers.
You know, we just saw that in Greece, and you and I did all those programs over there. And then they're doing it in Ireland. The 2 banks are broke. The country's not broke. They want the money to come in to bail out the banks, which are owned by Europeans.
And they have the head of the central bank in Ireland openly say, quote, it's good to have foreigners own your country.
Unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you, if I lived in Ireland, I wouldn't be very happy.
Well, the same thing's happening here. I mean, it's just crazy. Shifting gears back into gold, what does it mean to have the Chinese announce last week that they're not going to engage in trade with Russia with dollars anymore as international currency, and then suddenly we hear they're increasing their purchasing of gold 5-fold? I mean, I don't think J.P. Morgan and all the king's men and all the king's horses are going to be able to suppress the price anymore if this is happening.
Well, it certainly is happening. It's been happening for the last couple of years with the public. Now, the Chinese have been taking all gold production and buying it internally, domestic. And the Russians have been doing the same thing. The Chinese have been surreptitiously in the market, using hedge funds to buy for them. The Russians, they don't care. Every time the IMF sells gold, they say, how much you got? Oh, 32 tons, fine, we'll take it all. And so they know what they're doing. And incidentally, you know, in 96, I think it was 96, was it? Let me think. 06. Maybe it was at another time. But anyway, Gatta had a meeting in Alaska. And one of the people who came was one of the key people in the Russian government in finance and listened to all the speakers there. I didn't go, but I remember it. And so they know what's going on, and I'm sure they passed it on to the Chinese and the other BRIC partners of theirs. But gold and silver are going up, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. In this business that's going on, we talked about Max Kaiser and, let's take Morgan down. Well, maybe they won't take Morgan down, but they're going to give them an awful headache. They're going to force them to cover their shorts. There's 5 class action suits, one of them RICO against Morgan. They're going to lose. And 4 of the suits they'll probably pay off on. The other one, who's a pro on the floor of the COMEX, who brought the RICO, he ain't backing down. He's going to take them all away.
Well, here's the key.
And this is wonderful.
Exactly. When everybody starts attacking them, it doesn't even mean we're all going to win, but resistance is victory. When we start standing up and we're in the right, if we fire 1,000 torpedoes at them, It only takes one. And I got news, folks. 500 torpedoes are going to hit them. And then when more torpedoes start hitting them, everybody else sees that they've got power. Other people start firing torpedoes. All we got to do is get in the fight and start swinging.
We have our own psy war going on against all of these terrible people that we have to deal with. And Max has put himself up front, and I think that's great, just like you do.
Yeah, well,
I carried positive articles on what Max had to say already, and there's a group in Germany which interviews Max and myself, and we carry a lot of their stuff in English and German both. We have a lot of German subscribers, and I'm sure Max does because he's in Europe. But these are the kind of things to put a burr under their saddle. They got to run 100 different places putting fires out. And if they're doing that, they can't have enough time to mess with us.
Yeah, the answer is just swarm them like a bunch of piranhas. They can't stop us.
Death by 1,000 bites.
Oh, man. Yeah, here's the take all the metal you can, but it won't break J.P. Morgan. The Secretary and Treasurer for GATA, Chris Powell, says that. But he goes on to praise the silver buy, saying it will expose the manipulation and it will drive the price up, which overall will expose the overall fiat currency movement.
That's true.
Well, we know this. Just the exercise of resisting is victory, as I've said a million times. I'll say it a million times again. I want to come back and talk briefly about some other things that are happening in the economy, what's going on with the TSA, and a lot more with Bob Chapman. His website's theinternationalforecaster.com. You can call Midas Resources at 800-686-2237 and get a free complimentary copy.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys? 18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued. So I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday price packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans, and the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at efoodsdirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Don't worry. This show is documented. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
That's right. It's all up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Let's do the search terms. John Boehner scam, feminizing uranium, and Ventura show FEMA. You guys are awesome and gals are awesome. Bob, I was just during the break looking at all this TSA news. Now it's starting to come out, and Drudge is linked to this today. CNN reporter put on watch list after criticizing TSA. Former Congressman Bob Barr, who's on next week, is putting in FOIA request about them spying and persecuting members of the media that criticize them. State and local lawmakers are moving to throw the TSA out of the states. That's how the Washington Times. They really are reaching too far. Here's Raw Story, exclusive. TSA frisks groomed children to cooperate with sex predators, abuse expert says. I mean, the world, it isn't hype to say, is really waking up to tyranny right now, Bob.
Well, they are, and it's for exactly what you said. They're taking this too far, and particularly with TSA. And as we've discussed on the program before, they have a number of objectives. Number one, psychological warfare. Number two, making people do things that they wouldn't normally do so they can control them. And then insulting them by touching them where they shouldn't, and having machines which can give people cancer. And what are they looking for? Probably, we're not going to use the machines anymore. We're not going to touch you anymore, but you'll have to give your fingerprints and an eye scan.
No, they've now announced that. Yeah, that's the plan. They're just incredible.
I didn't even know that. I just guessed at it.
No, I know, Bob. That's why you're smart. That's what's amazing is that once you know them, you know what their plan is going to be. And so many times I'll say, I bet they're planning this, and then somebody sends me an article where they're already doing it. Same thing just happened there. But just for you, we've only got about 3 minutes left. I want to encourage folks, if they want a free copy of the International Forecaster, to call 800-686-2237 or go to theinternationalforecaster.com. You can also call, you heard Ted, gold and silver is going up Monday. If you want those super good radio deals, they'll be there all weekend. The special runs till Sunday night at midnight. 800-686-2237. We got about 2 minutes left here, Bob Chapman. What else do you think is important on your radar?
Well, it's only a matter of time before the European nations that are in trouble go down. And they know that. And there's no way out for them. They're trying to grab as much money as they can before they do go down. And then you'll have a breakup of the euro and then the European Union. And that'll take a couple of years, maybe more. In the meantime, they're in the United States Congress and Senate, they're going to try to get as much legislation passed as they can between now and the end of the year. And because they're not going to have another opportunity to get some of these dreadful things through. And so you've got to fight against that. You've got to be up on what they're after and what they're trying to do, like this DREAM Act. That's coming up next week. I understand that this FDA, this new Food Act, is not going the way they like it to because
well, that shows they know full well a spending bill can't start in the Senate. They just tried to do it.
Anyway, just like any dictatorial power. I mean, this is what corporatist fascism is all about. They've been given the go-ahead to do anything they want. They're untouchable. It's just like the big firms versus the SEC and the CFTC. The CFTC and the SEC work for the big firms. I was there.
Well, for 11 years, they were told exactly what Madoff did, and they protected him. I mean, this is a group of criminals, but their hubris will bring them down. Bob, great to have you on. Lord willing, we'll see you next Friday. I'll be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Great job, crew. Better watch Ventura, folks. Better watch it tonight, 9 Central.
Visit GCNlive.com.
If it even airs. If it even airs. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest